Hello friends, I am Dr. A. Sudha, Associate Professor, Department of Zoology, SGM College, Karnataka. In this video, we are going to learn about the classification of the chordata. This is the content of the lecture. In the previous lecture, we have studied some classes of the tetrapoda. In this lecture, we are going to study the class Aves along with general characters and one example. Then class Mammalia along with the general characters and one example. So this is about the class Aves. Let us discuss the general characters of the class Aves. So Aves, that means birds, and the birds are warm-blooded animals. Warm-blooded animals, that means those animals in which the body temperature remains constant. So there is no effect of the environmental temperature on the body temperature. The temperature remains always constant in these animals. So they are called as the warm-blooded animals. Their forelimbs, they are modified into the wings. So you have observed the birds. So there are the wings. So that means they are nothing but the modification of the forelimbs. There are hind limbs which are adapted for walking purpose, then perching and the swimming purpose. So you know that there are some birds which are present in the water. They are called as the aquatic birds. And their legs, they are modified for the swimming purpose because in between the toes there are the waves for the swimming purpose. Then there are no skin glands except the oil gland. So only oil glands, they are present in the skin, otherwise there are no glands in the skin. Then when you see the upper and lower jaw of the birds, the upper and lower jaws, they are modified into the beak. There are no teeth in the beak of the birds. The legs are present and they are modified for walking purpose, hooping, then grasping, perching, then wading and swimming purpose. The epidermal scales, they are present only on the legs of the birds. The alimentary canal have the crop and the gizzard. So crop is present for the softening of the food material and the gizzard is present for crushing the food material. Then they have spongy and elastic lungs for the respiration. That means respiration takes place with the help of the lungs, and the lungs, they are the spongy and elastic. There is a heart with 4 chambers, 2 auricles, 2 ventricles, they are present. In this case, RBCs, red blood cells, they are present, and in the red blood cells, nucleus is present. The RBCs, they are oval and biconvex. The vision is acute. So in the birds, the vision is acute or the sharp sight is there. The reason behind this is in the brain, the optic lobes, they are well developed in the birds. That's why the acute vision is present. Then the endoskeleton is made up of the bones, and the bones are the long and hollow, and it is filled. Bones are filled with the air cavities, and this adaptation is for the flying purpose. Then they have the single ovidal at the left side. So as the birds, they can fly in the air, there are many modifications to reduce the body weight of the birds. So these are some part of the modifications also to reduce the weight. of the body. In the birds, only single ovary and oviduct is present at the left side. Then all birds, they are the oviparous. Oviparous, that means they lay the eggs and they exhibit sexual dimorphism. So male and female birds, they are the separate birds and there are certain sexual dimorphic characters in the birds. So this is the one of the example of the bird that is nothing but the fowl. So in this figure you can see this is the fowl and this is the classification. This fowl belongs to the phylum Chordata, class Apes, order Galliformes, and the family Phasinidae. So this is about the classification of the fowl. Let us discuss the characters of the fowl. When you see the body of this domestic fowl, it consists of head, then compact trunk is there, and this is the tail. So this fowl, it is generally we call it as the domestic fowl. Genus is the Gallus, and the species is the Domesticus. So head, trunk, and tail, these body divisions, they are present in the fowl. Then entire body is covered with the feathers. You can see that, and these feathers, they are made up of a protein. The name of the protein is the keratin. The head is relatively small when you compare the rest part of the body as compared to the remaining part of the body. The head is very small. It is round and tapers anteriorly to form a horny beak. So this head tapers anterior side, and here there is a presence of the beak. Horny beak is present in the fowl. The beak is thick and pointed, and generally the beak is used for picking the seeds, insects, worms, and also this beak is used for punching the fruits. It consists of upper and lower mandibles or the jaws. So beak has upper and lower mandible, or it is also called as the jaws. On the top of the head, so this region you can observe, and this is the portion on the top of the head. Along the median line, there is a thick, fleshy, serrated crest of the skin, and this is called as the comb. So the comb is present on the top of the head. Then this is the trunk, which is compact structure, oval in shape, and also covered with the feathers, which are used for the flight and insulation against heat loss. So this with the help of these feathers, there is a process of flying takes place, and also it acts as a insulating material against the heat loss. So heat loss is reduced with the help of this covering or the feathers. The tail is short and covered with the feathers, that quill feathers are there in the tail region, and that is called as the retroisis. In the fowl, the fertilization is internal, especially it takes place in the oviduct of the female. Then the next class, it is called as the mammalia. Let us discuss the characters of the class mammalia. So mammals are again warm-blooded animals, and they give birth to the young ones. The mammals are most dominant form of animals, found almost all types of the habitats. So all types of habitats, these animals they can survive. There are presence of mammary glands, and these mammary glands, they produce the milk to feed their young ones. So presence of mammary glands and the presence of hair or the fur on the body, this is the typical characters of the class mammalia. Then when you see the skin, it possesses oil glands. So oil glands, that means generally we call it as the sebaceous glands or the sebum glands. And the second type of glands, they are called as the sweat glands, or it is also called as the pseudomonas glands. So oil glands, they secrete this oil on the surface of the skin, and the sweat glands, it secretes the sweat. The fur of the hair throughout the body, it helps the animal to adapt at particular environment. So the fur or the hair, they are generally for the protection purpose. They are present for the protection purpose, and as per the environment, they protect the skin of the animal. Then in the mammals, there are presence of the teeth, and the teeth, they are the heterodont type. Heterodont type teeth, that means different kinds of teeth. For example, canines, premolars, molars. Such a different types of teeth, they are present in the mammals. That's why it is called as the heterodont. Then the trunk is divided into thorax and abdomen. So uppermost region after the neck, it is the thorax, and this is the abdomen, which is present in the mammals. The respiration takes place with the help of lungs. So lungs are the respiratory organs in which there is a exchange of gases takes place. Then four-chambered heart is present. Two auricles and two ventricles, they are present in the heart, and with the help of pumping action of the heart, there is a process of circulation of blood takes place. The well-developed brain is present in the mammals, and in which different parts of the brain like cerebrum, cerebellum, and medulla oblongata, such parts, they are well developed. Then there are viviparous. Viviparous, that means they give birth to the young ones. So all the mammals, they are viviparous. But some mammals, they are oviparous also. So some mammals, they lay the eggs. This is the example of the mammalia, that is nothing but the rat. So first we see the classification of the rat. The rat belongs to the phylum Chordata, class Mammalia, order Rodentia, and family Muridae. So this is the classification of the rat. Let us discuss the characters of the rat. When you see the body of the rat, it is divided into head, short neck, and trunk. So this is the head region. Very short neck is present, and the remaining part is nothing but the trunk. And here, tail is also present in case of the rat. Then the whole body of this rat, that is the genus is the ratus, and the species is the Norvegicus. So the entire body of this kind of rat is covered by the grey hairs. So grey hairs, they are present on the body. Then hair is present at the anterior side, and there is a blunt snout is there. So this is portion in front of the anterior side of the head. This is called as the snout. So this blunt snout is present, and it ends into the terminal mouth. Then external nares, they are present just above the mouth, near the tip of the snout. So here external nares, they are present near at the tip of the snout. Then eyes are situated on the sides of the head. So these are the eyes, pair of eyes, it is present on the either side of the head region. Then head is joined to the trunk by distinct neck. So this portion, it is called as the neck. So head is joined to the trunk with the help of this neck. Trunk is divided into thorax and abdomen. So this much portion is nothing but the trunk. So this portion, it is called as the thorax, and the remaining portion, it is nothing but the abdomen. Then this animal possesses two pairs of limbs. So these are the forelimbs and these are the hind limbs. So both limbs are the pentadactyl. So pentadactyl, that means 5 digits, they are present to the limbs. In the male, the testes descend during the breeding season into the thin walled scrotal sac. So scrotal sac is present in case of male, And during the breeding center, the testes they are descend into the scrotal sac from the posterior abdominal region. Thank you.